Before I show you what happened in overtime, the missed calls in my opinion were also tied, 5-5. Obviously, there's no way for us to ever know for sure, but let's for a second imagine what would have happened if all of those penalties were called and each team had 5 more power plays than they actually did. Look, this is silly, but I'm doing it anyways. So far in the playoffs, the Canucks power play scores 15.8% of the time, meaning if those missed calls were actually called, they could have scored 0.79 more goals than they actually ended up with. However, the Oilers power play scores 45.8% of the time, meaning they could have scored 2.29 more goals than they did. Everybody's mad at the refs, and I understand. I mean, I counted 10 missed calls, but in my opinion, if you're a Canucks fan complaining, you probably shouldn't be. Because if the game was called correctly, the Oilers may have won by a score of 5.29 to 3.79. And that's science. Instead, they won in overtime by a score of 4-3, and it's funny because after an entire third period of domination, the goal they ended up scoring was a lucky bounce off the stick of Ian Cole.